Hello and welcome to Inside Indiana Business. I'm Gary Dick, coming to you from the Indianapolis Motor Speedway as we conclude our month-long Business at the Brickyard series. Actually, this is a Racers and Pacers weekend in Indianapolis, as not only the 108th running of the Indianapolis 500, but the Pacers and the Celtics squaring off in the Eastern Conference Finals at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Two events with huge economic impact, to be sure, for the city of Indianapolis and the state of Indiana. But on Sunday, the 108th running, all eyes will be on this famed 2.5-mile oval. It concludes a month that is very important to the Indianapolis and the Indiana economies. And joining me now with more on the month of May, the impact, how it's gone. Pleased to be joined as always by Indianapolis Motor Speedway President Doug Boles. Doug, thanks for taking a minute during a busy month, obviously. As you reflect back on the month, how would you assess the month of May from a success standpoint?
Well, from an energy standpoint, it just has felt like all along this month the energy's been really great. Even the practice days when it was raining, we had so many people here to be part of it. The qualifying weekend was really strong, and the ticket sales have been strong. They've been strong since renewal at the end of the 2023 season. It's really about just the fans' excitement to come back. This really is all the fans that have helped us do this year.
When you look at the month of May, what are the metrics you kind of look at? I'm sure there are multiple to gauge success. Ticket sales obviously would be one.
Ticket sales is one of them. Another one is how are our merchandise sales going, our concession sales, our food and beverage, the use of our suites. All of that is really what goes into it. And then we look at social media to try and understand how are people feeling about it. Are they feeling like they had a good experience? What are some of the problems? And overall, it's just been really strong on each of those metrics, and we've learned a few things from social media.
Several changes from a business standpoint this month, including a new concession vendor.
We switched to Airmark, and our sales have gone up, and we've added a new grab and go in our plaza, which is our most visible area where we have the most people almost every day. So those things have been really strong, and again, that fan feedback helps us continue to tweak those.
Again, from a business standpoint, implementing new things like the secondary ticket market, which I think is interesting, new this year. Talk about that and what it's all about.
It used to be, right, you weren't supposed to sell your Indianapolis Motor Speedway tickets, so you took them to the secondary ticket market. What we've done is we've created our own proprietary marketplace. So if you've got 10 tickets and you say, hey, I'm only going to use 8 of them this year, you can sell two of those on our marketplace, and then you still get to renew them, and that customer, that one customer can get it. We've created that on our own. It's been really, really successful. It's helping us find a new customer. It's also helping customers who maybe have big blocks of tickets and can't use them all and keep their seniority, and then make sure that they get those tickets back next year. We've been really happy with it. Fees are lower than most of your traditional platforms, and it's something we'll continue to refine, but it's turned out to be a really cool thing for us to be able to get somebody good seats, especially when people can't use all their seats.
You talk about the energy, the vibe around this place. How special is it to have the Racers and the Pacers back together again on a great Memorial Day weekend?
I think about my days working with the mayor and when we were in the middle of those NBA finals and you had Reggie Miller playing in New York City and people coming out here and seeing it. We had some fun qualifying weekend, putting some logos up as the game was going on, giving people an update on where we are in the game. We love working with the Pacers. We love working with the Colts. Anthony Richardson was here over qualifying. That to us is what this community is about. So to the extent that we can share the month of May with the Pacers, it's a pretty special month.
Yeah, final question for you, Doug. What does the Indianapolis 500 do as a springboard for the rest of the series? Does it provide kind of that high-profile energy boost, if you will?
For sure. It's sort of like the Kentucky Derby for horse racing. And it's really important that we do that. One of the things we continue to try and do is how do we take our 330,000 fans here and engage more and more of those people across the full season and pay attention to television. And we have to communicate to them. We have to take our stars that come from here and really take them into the marketplace. Indy 500 winner in all of those markets where we go after the Indianapolis 500 is important. So we're working really hard to do that. But you have to take this as our Super Bowl and make it pay off for all 17 races, just not the 500.
As always, Doug Boles, really appreciate the time. We'll talk to you soon.
Scott McLaughlin wins the pole for the Indy 500.
Well, certainly anticipation has been building all month for the greatest spectacle in racing, and already history has been made on the track. Team Penske driver Scott McLaughlin producing the fastest 4-lap average in history for an Indy 500 pole winner, 234.220 miles per hour, breaking the record set just last year. Fellow Team Penske drivers Will Power and 2023 winner Joseph Newgarden will join McLaughlin on the front row.